Gary, disappointing result this evening after a very high-spirited performance from the boys who one goal up into the dire minutes. What are your thoughts on today's very narrow loss against Ashington?
I haven't got any words. At the end of the day, attacking-wise, we were very good. Defensively, we were very poor. I think a few people questioned a few of the lads' commitment and endeavour. I think the ones who played there today and the ones who showed that they have got the commitment and the endeavour, whether we're organised enough, whether we're good enough, that remains to be seen. But I think for fighting for commitment, I think you saw there that there was a bit of a comeback from Saturday's very, very disappointing performance. And that's it really. Like you say, we looked a real threat, and like you say, we didn't. I mean, they're a very physical side, actually, very big, strong side. They use that strength really well. And I thought, apart from, like you say, in the final third there, so I think we conceded 3 goals off the first 3 crosses. Apart from that, we were in control of the game, and I thought we looked the better side.
Absolutely. I mean, Louis Goldsack and Steve Roberts caused them problems all the way through, and Conor came on causing the Ashington players problems. The game didn't lack anything except a red card, which arguably there should have been. Led down by plenty.
It was 2 for me. And to be honest, I wouldn't like to have a go at the referee. I'm sure she did the job to the best of her abilities. I think you need to look at the person who's maybe either assessing or selection. I'm not going to have a go at her. She did what she thought was right, obviously. But people pay money to come watch these games, and people like Steve Roberts and Louis Goldsack are what people want to see. You don't want to see them getting hobbling off. We're probably missing Roberts out for a few weeks, and to be honest, it was just assault. Obviously, he ripped them apart first half. So, as probably any manager was, you say to your players, get tight, don't let him do that. I'm not criticising the opposition by any means, but you need the referee to apply the rules of the game. Like you say, she'll know herself, and it's like everyone makes bad decisions, so I wouldn't write it.
Both teams very, very annoyed by the way that game's gone. But we look ahead, Gary. There's still hope. We are all confident here at this football club that we can go on. We can keep battling until the end. Right up on Saturday. What are your thoughts looking ahead to that match?
Well, we'll see what the likes of Roberts and Goldsack they've got kicks there. Again, we need 6 wins. Now, whether them 6 wins come when we're not expecting it, we've had, since I've come here, I believe we've had, apart from on the defensive side there, we've probably had 2 bad halves where we haven't competed. Every other game, even when we got beat 4-0 at Seaham, I felt up until their first goal, we looked like we were going to win the game. And like I said, I think we had a bad second half, Bishop Auckland, where we weren't one of our sides. And the first half on Saturday, it wasn't one of our teams that I'd like to put out ever again, the way they performed. So that is the hope for us, that we're not just getting, we're not a side that's getting walked over. People haven't earned the right to beat us. Unfortunately, like I say, it is easy to say we'll get 6 wins when we haven't won since Boxing Day. So the quicker the next win comes, hopefully then we have got winnable games. We are playing sides in the bottom half, so until we can't get them 6 wins, whether it be South Shields on the last day or Mask on the second last day, we'll just keep fighting. And like you say, we've got lads in there who are prepared for the fight. So
Hume Paul returned to the Gisborne side today. Are they looking to be regular? I know Hume playing a lot for Whitby as well.
Hume, I think we get him on the midweek, as obviously we've got an agreement with Whitby. Obviously he's needed there on a Saturday, but they're happy because he's getting a few minutes off the bench there. They're happy for him to get minutes on a midweeker. Obviously he's done very, very well here in the past, so it makes sense for us to bring him in, especially like say we had Onion suspended and Connor Smith coming back, so not fully match fit, so it made sense for him to come back in. Obviously Lee pulled his hamstring, Macca's probably retired now through injury, so Jamie, we've asked him to come back in, and to be fair, he did well there. He did very well. So once I think he's bedded in now, Jamie, he'll be a permanent fixture.
Just a quick word to finish on there. Like you spoke about there, Liam McPhillips, who's played for the club for a very long time. Speaking to him during the week, he isn't looking good. Obviously, like you say, looking likely to retire, hang up his boots. But just how important is, I know in your short time as a player like Liam McPhillips been to this football club? Obviously,
I know on and off. I've been at the club 5 years, something like that, or it's my 5th or 6th year. Liam's probably one of the best players we've had over that time, technically. Superb, he can play, versatile. I think he maybe we should do something for him towards the end of the season. He was excellent for the few games I had him for. Wish I could have had him for longer. Definitely wish I could have had him a few years before them injuries had took toll as well, because he's a top Northern League player.
Yeah,
so I hope he's all right, and obviously I think they will we'll look to keep him involved somehow.
We wish him all the best and everybody for town. Thank you, Gary, for your time.
Thanks for your time. Cheers.